What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone is doing well, and the Celtics finally wrap up this long homestand that they've been on, and they finish it with a win. This game was better than I expected, considering they were going up against the Washington Wizards. The final score was close, 133 to 129. Before we get into tonight's game, I do want to sum up this 7-game homestand because I think there was a theme that popped up throughout it and even reared its head tonight. 7-game homestand, the Celtics go 5-2. The 2 losses coming to the LA teams, 1 blowout against the Clips. We all want to forget that one, and then losing to the Lakers without AD and LeBron. But honestly, those losses aren't even the concern to me. We are actually going to focus on some of the wins here. Tonight's game against the Wizards, the Atlanta win, and the Indiana win. All 3 of these games, the Celtics come out victorious, so you may be asking, what are you concerned about? In all 3 of these games, the Celtics were up at least 13 points and on that cusp of really turning the corner and burying the opposing team, but they end up having some slip-ups and some lulls and allow these guys to get back into the games. Usually, I'm the guy that defends some of these blown leads, and it's easy to, right? Because at the end of the day, they end up winning these games, but take a closer look at the games. You shouldn't blow a 20-point lead against an Indiana team, especially when Tyrese was on a minutes restriction. Indy basically played most of the game without him. And then tonight's game against the Wizards and the previous game against Atlanta, I mean, it's no disrespect to them, but they are lottery teams. These are games where you're supposed to run away with that lead and rest guys like Kristaps Porzingis and Jason Tatum in the fourth quarter. I mean, JT was supposed to rest tonight anyway. It's a good thing he didn't. But why are these slip-ups happening? I think one of the constants seems to be the transition defense. All of these games, the Celtics have moments where they get cracked in transition. That's something they could clean up for sure, but I also think these blown leads are a result of boredom. It may sound like an excuse, but this team's at a point in the season where the strength of schedule is super soft. They are head and shoulders above these teams talent-wise. It may be hard to get up for teams like the Wizards and Atlanta, especially when you've rattled off 40 wins before All-Star break and you are sitting comfortably in that 1 seed. And again, I hate for it to sound like an excuse, but I'm trying to give this team the benefit of the doubt. This season, they've proven to me that their DNA is different. So for now, I'm willing to chalk this up to typical dog days of the season stuff. I'm just hoping it doesn't creep in and become an actual habit, because in late April, May, June, you guys know you can't take your foot off the gas or you'll be down 20 pretty quickly. I try to keep the perspective that even the best Celtics team of my time, 07-08, had a rough stretch around the same time, late January, but they were actually losing games. They went 5-5 through 10 at one point, and this season's team has yet to do anything like that. They are yet to put together any losing streak. The last time they lost 2 in a row was the 6th and 7th games of the season. Let me know in the comments below, how do you guys feel about these recent slip-up games that ultimately result in wins? Are they building bad habits? Are they having trouble getting out for lesser opponents? Or are they just ready for All-Star break? Or is it a combination of everything? As I said, let me know in the comments below. Let's point out some things that I liked about tonight's game. This is the 2nd game in a row where the team made a conscious effort to play through Kristaps and keep him involved the whole time he was on the floor. This was another matchup similar to that Atlanta game where it would be criminal not to go through KP. You're going up against a small Washington Wizards team. The biggest guy on the floor is Kyle Kuzma. So every time down the floor, KP had a mismatch on him, and that's exactly why he ended up with 34 points on 50, 50, 100 shooting splits. JT also cracked 30 tonight, finished with 35, and I thought he had a great second half on both ends of the ball, but it was his playmaking in particular that really stood out to me. He finished with 8 assists, and I gotta say, Tatum has been seeing the game different and passing at a high level for a couple seasons now, but this year, he has really surprised me with some of these looks he's making. That trailing no-look pass to Sam for a 3, that sweet pocket pass to D White off the bounce, and then finding Drew for those cuts. I'll never forget a few seasons ago when Tatum was just 22 years old, people thought he was incapable of creating easy looks for his teammates, and they thought he would never be able to develop into that type of player, and well, I guess they were wrong. I feel like I have to mention this. Jaylen Brown has been playing some great basketball. He is fulfilling his role. He is attacking matchups, scoring efficiently from 2 as he always does, playing some of the highest level defense I've seen from him. But in his last 6 games, he is 1 for 16 from 3. And it's strange because all these games were at home, and guys usually shoot better at home, or if they're in a slump, home is where they pull it together. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe something is hurt that's affecting his shot, or even affecting the willingness to take the shot, because on the year he shoots about 6 per game, but these past few games he's only around 2, 3. So I don't know. Hopefully he gets that together, because when the three ball is falling for JB, he is one of the scariest players in the league. To recap, Celtics win 133-129. They're the first team in the NBA to reach 40 wins. They are 40-12 on the season. So you could check off Phil Jackson's magical 40-20 rule. I don't even think anybody cares about that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up right there. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. It's the best and easiest way to support. I'm here after every single Celtics game, all 82 plus the playoffs. I'm not going anywhere. I will talk to you guys on Super Bowl Sunday, 2 p.m. against the Miami Heat. I love that matchup. Peace.